Hi guys. So today's mini lesson is about pronouns. And we're going to talk about three specific types of pronouns. We're going to talk about subjective pronouns, objective pronouns, and possessive pronouns. Now, let's back up a step and talk about what is the function of a pronoun. What does it do in a sentence? Well, a pronoun, remember, takes the place of a noun. And it can take the place of a noun in any part of the sentence. We're going to talk about two places that it can take the place of a noun, and we're going to talk about the function of a possessive pronoun. So let's start with subjective pronouns. So, subjective pronouns basically are just the subject of the sentence, when a pronoun is the subject of the sentence. For example, she helped Mrs. McInerney bring in her books. Okay? So, the subject of this sentence is she. It happens to be a pronoun. So, it's the subjective subject, the subjective pronoun. Okay? It's pretty basic. Now, the objective pronoun is when it's the object, either a direct object or the object of the preposition. So if we had a sentence such as, she sat by him. Okay. By him is a prepositional phrase. That's your preposition, and him is your object of the preposition, and it happens to be a pronoun. So it is in the objective side of the sentence. You can have another sentence such as, I will ride with her. Okay? With her is a prepositional phrase. Her is your object of the preposition, and it happens to be a pronoun. Sometimes we have what's called the direct object. So we have an object of the preposition. We can also have the direct object. The direct object is the noun or pronoun that receives the action of a verb. For example, if you have a sentence like, Kelly found them by the fountain. Okay, well, here's your subject, here's your verb, and who receives the action of the subject? Well, them. So, them is an object pronoun. Oops. Okay, let's do one more. If you had did you see her at the movies? Okay. You is your subject. See is your verb. And who receives the action? Well, her. So it's an object pronoun. Okay? And we'll talk about these some more in class tomorrow. The last category that we're going to talk about are possessive pronouns. So when you possess something, you show, oops, I can't spell. You show ownership. So there's a whole category of pronouns that show ownership. So if you want to say, my house, her cat, their dog, our teacher. These are all possessive pronouns. If you'll remember, when we have just a possessive noun, we have to use an apostrophe to show that possession. For example, if we had mother's countenance. I spelled that right. Countenance. Mother's countenance, which means mother's facial expression. We use the apostrophe to show the possession. But with pronouns, we don't do that. We actually have specific words that are pronouns to show possession. Okay? On page 78, in your Elements of Language, you will find a list of personal and possessive pronouns that you can refer to. Okay? Real quickly, the last thing I want to talk about, we have talked about antecedents very briefly in class, and they do go with, spell that right, antecedents, whoops. They do go with our pronouns. So remember that the antecedent is the noun that the pronoun refers to. Yeah, for example, the horse ate all his grain. Okay? His is a pronoun. Well, who does his refer to? It refers to the horse. So the horse is the antecedent. It's the noun that is connected to this pronoun. One more. Callie turned in her permission slip. So, her is a pronoun. Who does her refer to? Callie. So Callie is the antecedent. It's the noun. Antecedent. It's the noun that the pronoun is referring to in the sentence. Okay? So, we will talk about this some more tomorrow in class. Have a good evening.